Good morning, everybody. It's our second week of boiling sap, and I've made some French toast to have some of our delicious syrup with. You have to celebrate. Got my syrup in my pocket, and of course this won't be enough, so brought number 2. Got a couple projects on the go today. Brian had to evict a raccoon from close to the chickens this morning, so I got to go check that situation out. But I also want to prune some of my fruit trees. I've been inside all morning doing schoolwork, so it's like a prison in there when it's sunny out. So outside for the rest of the day, but first, French toast. I was trying to multitask, it wasn't working. Brian is using the Smoky Lake Murphy, what is it? Murphy?
A Murphy compensation
Cup. So essentially with a hydrometer, so you fill it up with syrup, and then there's 2 readings, one on the hydrometer, which is that stick kind of a thermometer thing, and then there is also a dial gauge on the tool itself. And what you're aiming for is for the numbers on the hydrometer and on the compensation cup to match. Okay. And once those match, then we're at syrup. We're where we want to be. And we learned a little trick. If you're gonna have a boil over or to manage the bubbles, what is that? The foam, the bubbles, I guess. You just have to put a little bit of butter. So all we do is take a skewer and stick it in butter and pull it out. So you can't even see the butter, but it keeps the foam at bay, which is helpful. It's a helpful tip. And doesn't change the flavor of your syrup. It's that time of year also to prune fruit trees. And I did a video on that last year, so I can post it in the comments below. I've sharpened all my tools already this year, which I also made a video about. But I want to get on this before spring gets away from me and the trees really start to flush. So essentially what I'm going to do is remove any vertical stems that are growing into each other. When you're growing fruit trees, you want to focus on plant material that is going to get full sun. So we have a mix of pears and apples. All the varieties are eluding me now. I know we have Anjou pear, Flemish Beauty pear, Macintosh, maybe Ida Red. I think we have 6 different varieties. So anyways, I'm gonna get going on this, but you know what else is cool? Look at this. I can see the garden. Very hopeful. Today I am also hearing new bird species. So this morning Brian saw our first pair of bluebirds, which was super exciting. They were here at the garden. So I hope they come back. I'll try and get some at least audio of them. But yeah, it's getting windy, so we're just gonna get going here. Oh, I heard the bluebird. Ah, that was awesome. One of the things I'm also trying to do right now is repair deer browse. They went a little overboard this winter. There was a smorgasbord in the nursery and the orchard. Hey everybody, it's windy today. I forgot to close off my pruning video. So let me quick just talk you through the process, and I am going to link the video below. But this is pileated woodpecker. Oh. This is how I go about pruning. So I have my big loppers and then my secateurs. I go in first with my big loppers. So I remove any of the large limbs, and I'm looking for basically spacing of the structural limbs, the ones that are going to be permanent on the tree. And I make sure they're basically spread around the tree evenly and vertically evenly, and so that sunlight can get at them. So I go through and I make all my large cuts, and I try not to make anything larger than about 1 centimeter or 2. The bigger the wound, the longer it takes to seal, or there's a potential for it not to seal. And then I go through and I do all my finer pruning with my secateurs. And that's kind of the rule that I follow personally. For me, it's easier to remove the bigger things and then to nitpick or to make all the finer cuts. So let me just show you as an example. One of the other things that I always make sure of, if I am unsure of a cut, I won't make it this year. So if it's like, oh yeah, I don't know, I just don't make it, because there's always next year. So you can see here, I've gone through and I've removed some of these limbs that were in this main section just to open it up for airflow and for light. And then I've made some smaller cuts. So here along here, so these were all vertical suckers that I removed here. Up here. So anyways, that's how I go about pruning my fruit trees. They all look fantastic. In and around February, I start looking out here, and it just drives me nuts to look at some of the form that is unappealing and that I know needs to be removed. So it's great to finally get out here and actually do the pruning in preparation for hopefully a fruitful year, pun intended. So anyways, I hope you are all thinking about pruning your fruit trees. Now is the time. If you wait too long, it's not a great time to prune. You want to do it just before the sap starts to run, which is now. So anyways, hope you're having a great day. Thanks for watching. Prune your trees, and we'll see you next time.